welcome to the next session on Answers Workbench tutorials. In this session, we will analyze the project frame which we have already analyzed for static structure analysis using the modal analysis. So we will start by double clicking on the modal module. I'll right click and insert the geometry of the frame. I'll right click and go to design modeler. We are editing the geometry a bit. Here you can see import 1 has a yellow thunder, so just click on generate. This is the frame. I'll change the operation to add material and generate. So this is the frame now. We'll close it. We'll go to model and double click. We'll first go to geometry and click on the project frame. I will leave the material to structural steel itself. This is the material which I used for static structure analysis as well. Then I'll go to mesh and I'll change the element size to 10 mm. You can see here the unit was in mm, and I'll click on update. Next I'll go to model. I'll right click and insert fixed support at the 4 ends over here. You can click here and select faces. Press Ctrl button and select all 4 ends and apply. Then I'll go to solution and right click and solve. So once you get the solution, you can see here these are 6 modes. It's given in the table also. These are the frequencies. Now there are 6 of them because if you check the analysis settings, the max modes to find are 6. You can increase it or decrease it based on your requirement. I'll leave it to the default value itself. Then I'll click on solution. Here I'll right click, select all, right click, create mode shape results. So you can see here these are the deformation for each mode corresponding to a particular frequency. I'll go to solution and solve. Now we'll go to the first deformation and we can see here this is the first mode for which the frequency is 23.33 Hz. The maximum deformation is 9.8 mm. So in case your frame encounters this frequency of 23.33 Hz, it will show a deformation of 9.8 mm in this way. Then suppose if you have a frequency of 25.214 Hz, then it will show a maximum deformation of 10 mm, 10.49 to be precise, and this is the pattern of its motion. So we'll stop this. We'll go for the third one. The value is 35.725 Hz. The deformation is 13.11 mm. You can see the pattern of motion. Then comes deformation 4, for which the frequency is 65.64 Hz. Now you can see between the first and the second mode, the frequency difference is very less. Between 2 and 3, it was of 10 Hz approximately. Between 3 and 4, there is a large difference. And you can also see the deformation is 16 mm. And this is the pattern of its motion. Then comes the fifth one, for which the frequency is 76.56 Hz. Deformation is 17.53 mm. You can see its pattern of motion. Initially it was getting affected here. Now you can see with this zone has started getting affected. So this is something which you need to note. And then comes deformation 6. You can see again this bottom portion is getting affected. Frequency is 91.13 Hz. Deformation is 15.46. So the frequency and deformation relation is to be noticed here. There is no direct or linear relationship here, but at least with the pattern of motion, with the value of frequency and the corresponding deformation, you can understand that suppose if this project frame comes in contact with any moving object which could have this frequency, then the natural frequency of this object, which is the same value I'm talking about, say the object which is causing some motion, external disturbance, is having a frequency of 23.33 Hertz, which is tapping this natural frequency of the body, then in that case you will see the first deformatory motion like this of this amplitude. So you should be very careful that these natural frequencies of this frame should not be tapped by the external agent which is say placed on this project frame. So if you keep a motor say which is generating a particular motion, then you have to make sure that the frequency generated by that motor should not be of these values. It can be anything other than this, such that your frame's natural frequency is not tapped by that external object and hence resonance is not caused. So that is the reason why you go for modal analysis of any object. You want to know what is the frequency or natural frequency of the body which should not be tapped by any other external agent, such that you are able to avoid the resonance and its catastrophic effects. So with this, I end the session. I hope you have understood the analysis. If you have any doubt, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.